as you can see, the Lord has almost completely delivered me from vanity. uh the reason I didn't even try to do something, I got out of bed and I'm taping this because I want to illustrate the point that God's freaks are colorful. And um blemishes and all, we are grace people that let you see this is me, right? That is the tendency of a grace person. Because a grace person doesn't need to have confidence in themselves. Their confidence is in Christ. They don't need to have a righteousness that you can look to and say, ooh, look how righteous they are, because their righteousness is Christ. And they don't answer to men, they answer to God, who approves of them secretly. There is a secret approval. There is a secret smile from the Father shining in the face of Jesus Christ in their hearts. And they know they're accepted. And it causes them to relax. A grace person is relaxed. A legalist is hysterical and terrified. Or hysterical and trying to terrify you. And I just was thinking last night, I had kind of an interesting situation on my wall with one of these be scared 3 days darkness type people. And I could swear there were two people on my wall that were actually the same person with two accounts, trying to look like a crowd of people that agreed with each other. Either that, or they just all sound exactly the same. I suspect it's the former, but that got me thinking. Every Lord shipper I've dealt with on my wall, uh, every person who is either a Lord shipper or one of those works to get raptured kind of people, or be terrified of the Lord people, they all sound exactly the same. Even their grammatical choices are the same, and the way they capitalize words to make their point, like shouting, by typing. And that's why I thought this is the same person. The one person, I blocked them, and then this other person started talking, and it was like they were just continuing the conversation. I think it was the same person with two accounts, which, can you imagine, you know, the Apostle Peter setting up multiple social media accounts so that he could look like a crowd of people confirming the gospel? No, you can't. You know why? Because that'd be stupid. Anyway, um, the Lord's freaks are in contrast, are very colorful. I was watching Ultimate Mordecai. Someone tipped me off to his channel. Man, that guy is awesome. And you know what? He's totally different than me. And it's not just the gym. He is muscular, true, but he is really into the Greek words, and he just has a unique way of expressing himself. And I was thinking about, then I was watching Lily's sister this morning, and she was dealing with someone coming at her with the 3 days of darkness, and she goes like, okay, well, I'm gonna go to those verses which I knew you would bring up. In other words, you know exactly what they're gonna say, because they're going around just having the same conversation again and again and again and again. In many cases, they're literally just copying and pasting the same paragraphs. If you have a wall and you have one of these guys come at you, they're not having an original conversation with you. You can Google just copy and paste, and then Google what they say, and you find, oh, it's all over the place. They're copying and pasting this. They may have originated it, but now they're copying and pasting and sending it all over the place, or they're borrowing someone else's verbiage. It's the NPC thing, right? That everybody's offended about in the United States. That they are a nondescript. They all just are the same person saying the same things everywhere they go. And that just shows that they're controlled by the same spirit of fear. Whereas on the other hand, the grace people are so diverse and so colorful, and we're a bunch of freaks. But God's multifaceted wisdom is on display in how he is expressing himself in such unique and colorful ways through the grace believers. So, just an observation, and talk to you later.